morning, everybody. Welcome to Mortal Gaming. This is me again, Marvin, and we're now here for another video for Tower of Fantasy. And this time we're going to be talking about the Nemesis 6-star. You heard it right. This weapon is 6-star. Of course, this is not mine, okay? Thank you to Kaizen for letting me, use his Nemesis, his account, basically. Before anything else, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you happen to like this video, please do leave a like, share this to your friends, and click that bell notification button so you get notified every time I upload a new video, start a new stream, or a new content in Tower of Fantasy. But then again, here we go. So, Venus, this is the name of her weapon, Nemesis, alright? So, she's basically a support. That weapon is basically a support, a great support in that element. Also has resonance in a Volt element and has different weapon effects. The first one is Volt, of course. Second one is the resonance. It increases 15% if you have another Volt element weapon on your kit, on your 3 weapon. It would be increasing 15% of the Volt damage. And you have also 25% resistance against Volt attacks. Now, let's look at the different attacks. So what we have here is a normal attack. 5 clicks to the normal attack is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So on aerial attack, that's also the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the same. Now, let's go to the next one. So, it would be attack, dash, attack. Okay, so let's try that one out. Dash and then attack. Boom! Oh, let's try it to our face. Dash, boom! You can also hold the weapon and she'll just concentrate and release a big AOE. Like this. When you release it, that's the big AOE. Okay, next. Now let's go to the dodge. Her dodge is really better. Most of the dodges out there requires a couple of stars in order for them to get, more powerful. But she, even on 0 stars on her weapon, every time that she dodges, she generates a very large area of healing chain. It heals nearby allies by 67.7% of your attack for the next 10 seconds. And what is cool is when you trigger that, you can even change your weapon. One, and then let's change weapon. Okay, you still have it. We're now using Samir's weapon, and you still have that. So even if you change weapon after that, you still heal. Let's talk about her skill. Her skill is called Pulse Lock. So every time that you use it, it will be generating a huge AOE on the enemy, and it knocks down the enemy. Now, when you have a discharge skill, it's now called a Particle Beam Burst. So every time that you have your gauge fully ready, then you switch your weapon and then it casts this Particle Beam Burst, or you summon a Fantasia while perfectly dodging an enemy's attack. You can also summon your Particle Beam Burst. Now this one is a big AOE that damages enemies, clearing you of all debuffs and slows them by 70%. Now, after this, it summons an Electrode. Now, what does the Electrode do? It attacks every 1.5 seconds, and it loses its HP, 3% of its HP over time. But you can attack it, you can heal it also. Alright, so if you're wondering where are the heals aside from the dodge. So aside from the dodge, there is one heal that you could get. There are tons of heal that you could get, particularly for the 1-star. If you have 1-star weapon, then you're all set to go, because the heal comes out from the Electrode every time that you put an Electrode, and you also gain an Electrode when you are using your skill. So that amplifies your healing capacity. Particularly, Nemesis, she's a very balanced character. she does crowd control, she does DPS, she also amplifies damage of Volt weapons, other Volt weapons in your build, and also she heals. So aside from that, I think she's a very, very great support. That's why, you know, a lot of people are gonna get her in this banner. Now, what if we upgrade her to 6 star? This is what happens when you upgrade her to 6 star. The first one is what I've told you guys. You're gonna get an electrode now when you use Pulse Lock. And on your Particle Beam Burst, now both electrodes will be healing. Now they have a healing chain. And on 2 star, it increases the weapon's base attack. 3 star, every 6 seconds. So every time that you summon an electrode, that electrode unleashes a wave of damage. So that is what we call ring lightning. It gives a big damage according to your attack. 4 star increases again attack. Then 5 star, your Pulse Lock, your skill, now increases your attack for 25 seconds. Now, lastly, on 6 star, you can now bring out up to 2 electrodes. And those electrodes will be, you know, healing double, doing double damage, etc. If your weapon is not 6 star, you can only put up 1 electrode at a time. Alright? So, let's now go to her matrices. Okay, so here we are. We have all life bridging. So, if you're planning in the future on what to do with the matrices, life bridging is the one to go. If you are making her, if you are using her weapon as for if you are using her weapon for your discharge attacks, it would be a great thing, particularly on long fights and on boss fights. So let's now go to her performance in a world boss. So I played this world boss a while ago, and I was planning to just solo the boss because my friend says that he can solo the boss because of the healing and the damage of a 6-star weapon, but you cannot actually control it. Another 2 adventurer showed up, so we have nothing to do with it. But I'm saying sorry now because I am not used to the combos and the styles of the fighting, but regardless, we still did manage to beat the boss. Enjoy.